everybody. It's me, Tim, and the rest of the Gilded Troll. We're here to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome to Spelljammer Episode 2.
Fucking killed it.
Yeah, we're playing Spelljammer campaign, for those of you who don't know. Session 2, are currently in Spelljammer Academy.
Oh god, Mike's back.
So many resubs.
So many, holy shit, so many resubs.
Announce them. Do it.
Got 26 from Moses, 30 from Tim. We got a gift sub from Jordan. Thanks, Jordan. Welcome to the gifted sub, Iceman.
Iceman.
And then a hype train started. And then Mike resubbed for 37 months.
Man, fuck you, Mike.
We've been streaming for too long. And then Steph resubbed for 33 months.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Shadows resubbed for 26 months. And you got a cheers bow. And I got a cheers bow. Dope!
Shadows!
Shadows!
Thank
Shadows!
I love you.
That's all?
Fuck!
What about it?
I love all of our names spelled out Stefferson, Jordan, Timberly.
I
Moses.
Yeah,
love the idea that YouTube watchers have no fucking clue what pretzel is. Because they can't see Twitch chat. So, like, people just yell pretzel and I go, fuck. And that's a joke.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's also one of the reasons I tried to get better about like saying the roles out loud, because also it's really hard to like see on the screen what those roles are. So we know. But
Yeah.
it's, like,
Yeah.
We're not. I'm trying to like give more audio to them. Or more.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way to increase the font size on those.
Probably.
Probably. Foundry's got a way to do everything.
It's just CSS.
Yeah, it's just CSS. Worst case scenario, I edit the CSS file.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't reply to resub messages. I hate that. Yeah.
That's weird.
Like, I tried to with Shadows, message cannot be replied to.
Yeah. I had to fucking at the motherfucker.
Few things. Today's the last day for the giveaway. We're going to announce it at the end of the stream, so get in your entries now.
It's true.
And today's going to be a slightly shorter session.
Yep.
We gotta go.
So, yeah, we got places to go. I can't say where. I'll tell you later.
So, yeah, we're running a short
Join the Discord.
today.
Yeah. Is it a secret? I don't know. It's a secret.
Man, I'm not. I don't want to advertise where
You
we're
never
going.
want to tell people what you're doing
Yeah.
Disneyland.
for security reasons.
We're going to Disneyland.
We've been over this. Disney World.
What's the difference?
One's in California.
And one's in Florida.
You
I
come
want
see
in
me if you want
Paris.
to go to Disney World.
Yeah, so we're in Disney. Figure it out.
I also think there's a Disneyland France.
There's a...
And
All right,
Tokyo
we're gonna continue to let Tim.
Disneyland
Oh,
Toril.
please carry on. The longer you talk, the less I have to do.
Is that true?
Yeah, last we left off, you joined Spelljammer Academy. We picked you up along the coast in a boat called the Moon Dancer and sailed down the Sword Coast, stopping various city ports. You were knocked out for the last day, woke up inside a simulation, ended actually fairly well. None of you guys died, which was pretty impressive. Met various NPCs that work at the Academy, met the other teams in your cohort, so you are Team Nova, and there's Team Nebula and Team Neutron, and then went about completing various orientation tasks from physical assessment at the gym to visiting the Skydock and learning some of the basic anatomy of a ship, undergoing some basic assessments, and then the last thing at the end of the day was you were asked by Commander Tarto, who's the Hadozi. She's basically like the main tutor. She's the one that's kind of most responsible for the cadets. Who's the chain-smoking monkey, as we have coined her in the clips. Asked you to carry a crate up to Lord Mert's bedchamber, who is the founder and CEO of the Academy. We found him in a state of severe hangover. He told you to open the crate and leave. Upon opening the crate, I think 8 of these 6 to 8 inch big hairy tarantulas with eel-like heads poured out and began nipping at your ankles and climbing at your backs, attacking you. The giant octopus floated out of a floating watery sphere in the corner and came to your aid. And you were successful. I think 5e did go unconscious, short for a small moment.
I was literally revived the turn after I went down.
Thanks, Jordan.
Fine. No,
Yeah, that
Not
explains the
goal.
one spell slot I've used.
And that was kind of where we left things, was in the post climax of the battle. Mert had got up, crawled his way into his magical wardrobe, and come out fully dressed, including wig, pantaloons, cane, although still severely hungover, and offered the use of his magical wardrobe to anyone who wished to use it to recover hit points.
I refrain.
Yeah, at that point, there was kind of a lull, as you could then hear guards kind of running up the hallway. But if you wish to chat as you are running up, please feel free to.
I think I'm just gonna pick up one of the dead things and start inspecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Are they carapaced?
No. They definitely seem to be very much like a wolf spider body.
Okay.
It almost looks like there could be carapace, but it's too soft. Like if you're inspecting it, you can see it's fleshy rather than hard. Even it kind of has like on the legs, kind of on the neck, it kind of has a like slightly plated look, like folds, but it's not hard at all. It's a soft, fleshy, leathery-like skin.
Ew.
This would have been more effective had it had chitin.
Can I look in the box and see if anything else is in there?
Absolutely. You don't even need to roll anything. It is completely empty.
What's in the box?
Can I ask Mert why he was expecting a shipment of evil spider eel things?
He's just like sitting on the armchair with his his head held in his hands, just groaning. And I have to try and remember how to get into a Scottish accent. I don't know why they made him Scottish, because he definitely isn't by Raw as far as I'm aware. But the adventure made him Scottish.
Why not?
Oh, hi, the new ill-mater's buttocks. Oh, I wasn't expecting anything. It's just, I don't know, people bring me things. And then he kind of gets up and staggers over to the bookcase and starts pulling books off until he finds one, opens it, and there's a flask inside of it, and he just twists it off and just starts necking whatever's inside the flask.
Oh, I don't think that's quite... well, all right.
Hell of the dog.
Yes. Well, yes, sir.
Didn't the wardrobe sober him up?
No.
I thought it did.
Purely cosmetic. And
Got it.
Gave him hit points, did nothing for the fact that he's essentially poisoned by alcohol.
Got it. Aren't we all?
Who should have been in charge of inspecting this shipment?
And as you say that, you hear like clanking up the hallway, and the little gold form of Master Blip, the stores manager, who you previously met, with his little Mario mustache, with two guards behind him, kind of runs up, and as he gets to the door, stops, and then proceeds to, and he goes, "Oh, terribly sorry, Lord Mert. It appears that this was merely a distraction, and our thieves have struck again. The dereliction of my duty, sir. Terribly sorry, terribly sorry." And he's just like, you can almost see he's like glitching, like as a robot, like can't comprehend how ashamed he is of himself.
Oh.
And he just keeps repeating this little phrase and like doing little tiny bows.
So what was stolen?
I think Blip looks at Mert, like looking for permission to whether he can say or not. And Mert just kind of like flicks his hand off, walks over to his bed, and starts rooting around underneath his bed. He's like, "Get on with it!" But he goes, it appears that our star charts have been ransacked, and all of the maps of realm space have been taken. And he's just doing lots of little head bows as he's doing this.
That sounds like a problem.
Yes.
Yes. Well, And he gets on the ground and just puts his head to the floor like in pure like kowtow.
Oh my god.
I'll just lift him up like, no.
And he just stands there very dejectedly. Mert finishes rummaging around under his bed, comes up with a bag, and from inside pulls out what looks like golden bars, like ingots. He just tosses one at each of you, and says, "You best get gone. You didn't see this. You didn't hear it. You're done for the day."
But
I do not understand.
I can't get back to a Scottish accent. It's really bothering me.
He's asking us to lie.
He's basically no.
I understand
saying,
now.
like, this is way above your pay grade. Don't concern yourselves. Go back to your quarters. We'll deal with this.
I'll just like hold up the gold ingot. Has my pay grade been adjusted?
You did save my life.
Understood. And I'll just pocket it in my jacket, my tiny jacket.
I was hoping for a.
You have the top of the ingot sticking out of your little pocket.
Yeah, the top of the ingot sticking out like a pocket square.
God, you should hide that a little better.
We're
rooming with some mean
ostentatious?
people. It is. Yeah, you should. We don't want that.
Very well.
Okay.
And Mert walks towards the door. Blip kind of moves out of the way and stands inside the room. And Mert kind of holds the door open for you and just looks expectant.
I walk out.
I'll follow.
I've been told not to worry. I'm not gonna worry.
Yeah.
You just got here. I don't. Bye.
Just give a very sharp salute and turn on my heel.
He gives you a friendly but curt nod. Like, he's not being an asshole about it. He's like,
Right.
He's just not going to discuss security concerns in front of the most junior cadets they have. And as you leave, he closes the door, and then you can hear that they continue a conversation. If you want to try and eavesdrop on that, feel free to.
There's guards outside the door?
Yeah, there are 2 guards now just posted outside the door. What I'm just saying is, as you walk away, if you want to try and figure out what, like, listen intently enough to
Sure.
figure out what that you're hearing as they walk away, you can roll perception.
I'll have my little hippo radar dishes. Try to tune into Aberdeen
Is that
radio.
why you took expertise in perception?
It
You got
is
little
now.
hippo
Yeah,
radar
yeah, it
dishes?
That's
And you're a
adorable.
sharpshooter?
Yeah, that too. With my tiny little eyes. Beady, tiny hippo eyes.
I forgot to mute the phone.
Perception.
Hippopotamus.
21. Sorry, 21.
21.
Why is it? Wait. Oh yeah. Okay, that's really weird. The roll's weird on Boundary.
Is it?
Oh?
Because it's showing like 14 is the biggest number.
Oh, that means you didn't activate Beyond 20?
Yep, did not do that. There we go. Done it now.
How much is the gold bar?
Why are you looking at me?
50 gold's worth.
Hey.
50 gold's worth.
Hey, you got a 19.
I don't know. I'm used to you being in charge.
It was a much better roll, Jordan. But
So you.
I mean, not much better, just a little bit.
You hear Mert basically asking for a full report. Blip just kind of stammering, and the only other word that you kind of like that you can make out is Mert says Vocath wouldn't be so bold. And for Hideg, Vocath was the name of the mercane that your president sold out to.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
Anyone know of Vocath? Anyone?
Unfortunately.
Huh? Do go on.
Maybe this is something we should discuss when we get back to our quarters, not like out in the open.
Yes, Quelin, your sense of propriety is strong. Shall we?
You can make your way down to the cadet quarters, you have your own little common room. As I think there's 2 sofas, coffee table. There's a globe in the middle of the room, and then some desks. And then you've got the 4 doors that side off to the bedrooms, 2 of which are yours.
Hey guys, our room has a window.
And your room is the only bedroom in the cadet quarters that has a window.
Neat. All right, so we convene in your room.
I'll be staring out the window.
Is he listening? Like, should I wait till he's done?
Are you listening?
I am listening.
There you
I
go.
did not answer earlier because I did not realize that you were referring to me. Although I appear male, I do not have a gender.
How would you prefer to be called?
5e.
5e, got it.
Although I am told
Right,
that
this-
pronouns are helpful. And in that case, they is appropriate.
Noted.
Thank you.
So Vokath.
Staring out the window.
I used to be a part of a cartel back in the day. Our main competition were the Mercane.
Yes. The Merkin.
Yeah.
It appears to be a portmanteau of merchant and arcane.
Ah, thank you. Yes. Very good. Fine. I'm turning into Captain Picard.
So how much can I?
Very well.
I want to describe the Mercane better, but Steph doesn't know or remember everything.
So you would know that they are of the giant race.
Right.
Oh.
They are blue-skinned, thin. They have an extra joint on their very long fingers. As you said, their sort of mercantile prowess is their main thing, and they are probably they have a practical monopoly on the selling and trading of spelljamming helms.
Mm.
We don't get taken seriously because of the Mercane.
I believe that may also have something to do with your short stature.
Listen here. I have a rage left. I expend it. Fuck it.
My God.
You'll get that back for a week.
What? Oh no! The president of my cartel made a deal with Vokath, which did not go over well with our cartel.
So now you're here.
There was a little bit of stuff in between there, but yeah.
Travel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Luskin.
Sure.
Yeah.
Were they particularly criminal?
Vokath?
Yes.
I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say that Vokath is just a name that I had heard as the from the president, but I probably don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that you probably
Yeah.
have like intimate knowledge of the individual. Probably never met them.
I don't know, but I don't like him.
That's
can-
that's reasonable.
I would say Henry and Hideg can probably just roll the general history check, kind of on the history of the Mercane, just because like you both would have had general exposure to the race.
You said history, right?
Yeah.
Oh, why is nothing? Oh, I can't get beyond 20 to.
You have to reload your character sheet after.
Yeah, I don't like
Got
that.
it.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
There it is. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, the last. No, never mind. I'm an idiot.
I was just
Yeah,
owing
so-
the fact that we changed scenes on Foundry, and I thought the entire page reloaded.
Sorry. I would say with those roles, they're not necessarily known for being criminals. They're fairly up and up traders, but they're very kind of insidious.
Sure.
They have a shared racial telepathy. So if you bother one Mercane, every Mercane will know. And that's kind of how they have become so successful, because their network is perfect.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's not really any of our business right now.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I believe it is above our pay grade.
Exactly.
Do you believe everything you're told?
Should I not?
No, this is a military organization. You should absolutely believe what you're told.
Understood.
Until your president fucks you over.
I believe I understand. Do we have a president?
No.
Tickles me that they're called presidents.
I mean, they're wearing a tuxedo.
And we pilot spaceships shaped like penguins.
They could have been called tenors then, wasn't it? I suggest we focus on our studies.
You mean like the class we failed earlier?
Yes.
That would probably be a good idea. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we did really good in that first part, and then not so great on that second part.
I think I did fine.
Did you
Talking
pass?
overall as a collective group.
Yes, we as a unit should
I did not realize that spelljammers were boat-shaped.
improve.
Apparently.
It can be.
I see.
Some of
The
them.
only spelljammer I have seen, other than the Moon Dancer, I assume,
Feels like a safe
is the
assumption.
Id Ascendant.
The who's a what?
It's a giant octopus.
Oh yes, some of them are squid shaped. Some of them are winged.
I believe they referred to it as a nautiloid.
It's possible. It's been a while for me, frankly.
I guess just because that would be kind of surprising to anyone else in the room that is aware of spelljamming as a thing, to hear somebody say that I lived on a nautiloid ship, which you would know are the, restricted to Mind Flayer.
Yeah, I was gonna what do we know
Mind
about
Flayer
Mind Flayer?
only
Yeah.
ships. So that would be surprising to hear.
Assuming that's fair knowledge.
And only Mind Flayers can pilot them, right?
Oh God.
I was just gonna drop it at propriety.
So wait, you said you lived on one?
I traveled on one.
How?
Well, that seems
I was invited on board, and then the ship moved, presumably under its own power, and then at a time in the not-so-distant future, I disembarked. Is that atypical for travel?
Mind flayers are weird. They're just weird and they're scary.
I'm sure they feel the same about Dohwar.
I'm
They-
intimidating, sure.
They were
but
roughly your height. I can't imagine them being particularly intimidating.
Wait, what?
What is this correlation with intimidation and height?
You're small.
I have been told that my large stature makes me intimidating.
As have I. But I try to be polite.
With my +1 intimidation.
I would classify myself as scarier than you, bud. Like, let's get that straight.
Did you say there were small mind flayers? How small?
Roughly his height.
Don't use me as a reference.
Roughly 3 feet tall.
Thank you.
So about Hideg's height.
You better not
One
sleep
Hideg
tonight.
I'm bigger than you.
5 years, 2 Hidegs.
2 and change.
Yeah. We measure ourselves based on Hideg's.
I even picked 3 feet thinking that was like max height for a Dohwar, and then looked it up and it was 4, and I'm like, well, now I just have a
Well-
Napoleon complex, so we're just gonna commit to the 3 feet.
I thought they're like 3.5 to 4.5.
Yeah, I don't know. It's taller than I picked.
So you actually have dwarfism.
Yeah. Oh.
But only legally a dwarf. Like, you're close to normal.
Oh my god.
It's like someone who's like 4'11".
I actually knew someone who was 4'10 and was proud of technically being a dwarf. I was like, okay, that's
I mean,
interesting.
gotta love yourself, you know. Anyway, I suggest that we table this conversation for now and sleep, as we, as Quelin pointed out, suck. We suck.
I mean, I didn't But I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
No. You said it much more politely, which I appreciate, but I think we should be frank with ourselves if we expect to beat those assholes in the other room.
I mean, did you see how good we did on the physical exam, though?
Yes.
To...
Very proud. No, I am.
You have to take the win.
I am very proud of you.
I don't know you well enough yet for that to mean much. I have trust issues.
Did you just say... Oh, okay. I thought that was an insult. Oh.
Team building is interesting.
It's
time
an
is it?
experience.
Do we turn in?
Yeah, so it was probably like 4:30 in the afternoon when you asked to go and get the crate.
Okay.
So you're probably at like 5 p.m. now, so there'll be dinner and then evening of rest, basically.
And studying, apparently.
Do they have reference materials that we can use to like study in the common area?
Right now, no. In general, for the rest of the week, yes, there is a library. But you haven't, like, this is just orientation day, so you haven't even really begun lectures yet to even be given, like, you know, stuff to actually study yet.
This is bullshit.
But you would be introduced to the library over the course of the next week. And the librarian is it Ziglard? Is that what it's pronounced?
Yep.
The squidling from Ram the Frost Maiden, who is it and no, what are they called?
Patches.
Patches and Thingy's adopted child.
What
now,
was Amber's? Fuck.
That wasn't Star, was it? Was it Star or Rain?
I think it was Rain.
I think it was Rain.
They're sisters.
Patches
I
of
can't remember which one.
So there's this very small shape, essentially Mind Flayer, and they kind of just float on a red pillow, and they just use psionics to pull books off the shelves.
Cute.
And there is behind their desk is a cute picture of two tabaxi, like, you know, hugging each other, like Courtney and Zara in the background.
I'm stream markering this for Amber later.
But yeah, you're welcome to take out like books in the future. But I guess for this point, we're gonna, if you're happy to, we can move into the 1 week of downtime / rest / whatever. Yeah, so we're using gritty realism, which means that long rests will take a 10-day unless you take the relaxation downtime activity, in which will be cut in half to 5 days.
Okay.
Whilst you're at the academy, we're just going to kind of take these weeks at a time, so we're not going to role play through a whole week of lectures and lessons and stuff. We're just going to move ahead. You can also take it on training during this time. So if you want to pick something you want to be trained in now, we can start putting that out on the aspiration sheet for what you want to be trained in.
Yes. Let's see.
I think I'm happy to allow new weapons efficiencies given where you are. I think it'll be a flat 10 regardless of intelligence.
Oh man.
Sorry. But I think to offset that, I think given where you are and you're literally being trained by a horde of professionals, well, I'll just say that each week you spend training here counts as 2 weeks.
Dope.
So
Okay.
within 5 weeks you can gain a proficiency in.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to decide on what you want to take up, pop that on the sheet. Let me know what you're
Was this
taking.
one above? Maybe this is one too high, unless Tim wants training.
Huh?
The sheet.
Well, no, because I was leaving it as an example,
Oh,
so you can see what I wanted in those boxes.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You need
So
to
whoever
delete that
moved
line
it, put it
again.
back.
Put it
Put it
back.
back.
Now it lines up with who we are.
Well, no, it already
Oh.
did, but I had put in
Put it-
stuff as
I put it
examples
back.
against my name.
It's fine.
Oh, I
Obviously,
see.
I'm
Got
not
it.
receiving training, so I put that
Why
ghost
not?
line in so you can
Yeah.
see why.
Learning is
My
growing.
training
Tim.
is in humility, patience.
Not strangling these motherfuckers.
Or I guess 2? Yeah, 1. Pick something.
I
I'm
want to
training
learn
athletics.
guns.
I want to learn guns. I am learn gun.
What proficiency would I use for shaping obsidian?
You know what? I would also
Would
like
that be
to.
glass blowers?
Yeah, it's glass.
I guess.
It's glass.
Moses, what's your int?
Bad. 8.
Okay, so it's a flat 10 for you.
Yeah.
Steph?
Same
yes.
for me.
Are we getting buffed? Wait, you don't have athletics proficiency?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Fuck.
I was like,
Hold on.
how the fuck?
Damn
you're a
it,
Barbarian.
hold on.
How the fuck do you not have...
Ah.
Like, I'm old. I'm an old Giff. I have to get in shape again, you know? I have to have a Rocky montage up the steps of...
Let's get down to business.
To defeat the Hurricane.
Ah.
Did they send me robots?
Fun random fact, they were originally called the Arcane in 2E, and for some reason they decided to change it to the Mercane because I guess they felt like the Arcane would be too hard.
It's a little vague.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things you can refer to as the Arcane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be scary.
Oh my god.
And Ian, what's your int? Is it again a flat?
Wait, we can do skills?
Yeah. What?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think skills is a
shit.
thing, is it?
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the Xanathar's training downtime specifies languages and tools.
Damn
Sorry,
it.
so I'm adding.
I was like,
weapons
wait, I
there.
can do a skill?
Alright, then...
Yeah, no, I'm not sure that's a thing.
Can I have water vehicles?
Yes.
I would like to
Yes,
water
I think so.
vehicles. Because that's a
Hey.
tool proficiency, right?
Hey, welcome back, Joey.
Joey.
35 months, holy shit.
Yeah, let's do water vehicles.
I think Tim said last time that we would all be learning water vehicles just as part of, like, being enrolled here.
I think air vehicles is what I would say.
Air
would be
vehicles,
proficiency.
okay. Got it.
Oh,
And then air
Which is
will
kind of
presumably
essentially what
cover
spelljammers are going to be considered.
space.
got it.
So you're going to get that automatically.
Okay.
Got it. I just
You
like I
also
went to
don't have
ship.
to take training if you don't want to. You can do something else during your downtime.
Pit fighting.
I'd probably just be
And
sparring people.
so
let's
are
be
we
real.
doing this in 1 or 2 increments?
So we're going to do it in twos.
Okay.
That's fine. So we can all put 2 against. And Ian, what's your int?
I have 15 int.
That's
I have
a
plus 2. Yeah.
So only 8 weeks for you to... what do I do?
No, all right. Final answer.
Mm.
Is that
Thanks, Joey.
right? How you spell Thri-Kreen?
THRI.
Right.
Dash.
Yeah.
KREEN.
E. Got it.
Nice. Okay,
I'm all ready.
cool.
Final answer.
I just start tapping and throwing
Yeah.
at you.
Are you just teaching me?
Apparently.
Neat.
Definitely no one else here who knows Thri-Kreen. Like the receptionist.
They're big and intimidating. Maybe if I speak their language, like I'll get somewhere in life.
Sure.
Now I kind of want to learn Threat Green.
Do we all just learn?
Like,
Space
I actually
Morse
have
code?
chitin.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm changing it. I'm learning Threat Green.
That's just YYZ.
Okay.
Let's get down to business.
To
Don't
defeat-
have 2 guns.
Okay. During that week, one of the nights that you guys are resting, obviously 5 I'm assuming you're just standing in the window, staring out at
Mhm.
the sea and the sky. But one of the sort of obviously postgraduates, so you guys kind of undergraduate training, and then there are some postgraduates that hang around for advanced, senior year training. A group of them kind of sneak into your room just a little before dawn, and kind of usher you out to perform an initiation ceremony amongst the cadets.
Oh god, are we hazing?
I will be...
Damn it.
Like, I'm assuming this is, like, very hush-hush. Like they're
This
being
probably-
quiet about it.
Yeah, probably.
I will not modulate my volume 1 iota.
What are we doing? Shut up!
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep it down.
Keep it down, man.
And yeah, they basically it's just a cadet initiation, and they're going to take you up to the sky dock, and they wish to take you out on a skiff, on a dawn jaunt.
I'll go on a John Daunt.
John Dont.
John Dont.
Which is now the name of our ship.
No.
John Dont.
The other cadets are kind of scooped up with you too, so your entire cohort is there, and yeah, this group of about say 10 to 15 like other cadets, like more advanced cadets, on a fairly small boat. So you're kind of quite tightly cramped on board, and it's very simple, just kind of one floor, like a large kind of barge, I guess. And they take off from the top of the sky dock, and you can see the Academy in all its glory, probably for the first time. It is this large red-brown rock stack sticking out of the ocean, and you see still no other land masses around, even as they get some elevation on their ship. There's still nothing around, just ocean for miles around, until maybe 3 miles off from the Academy they stop, and basically they're about 50 feet up from the waves. And the older cadets basically are like, to prove that you're worth being a spelljammer, you have to jump.
All right.
Yeah. Cannonball.
Yeah, just
Okay.
dive off, graceful little hippo.
Now,
Okay.
I'm legit imagining like a cartoon, like perfect dive, just very rotund.
Swan dive.
Very much like Fantasia. Very yeah.
I think now might be the time to ask if I am denser than water.
I don't know. I guess maybe let's find out. City. Close?
I'm strong. I can.
I'm sure it's got to be denser than water.
I can also like swim. It's fine.
Yeah. Wait, I need units.
I can swim and I'm strong. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
I mean, pumice floats. Obsidian doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
Give me kilograms per cubic. Oh yeah. I'm about twice as dense as water. It's kind of a problem.
I'll just build. I mean, you don't breathe though either.
No, but I'm gonna be at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and I'm strong and I can swim. This is fine.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you hesitate, 5e?
I probably look sort of questioningly at the water because I have little to no experience with it, and then just step off.
I think I'm the last person off the ship then. It's like, well, fucking if everyone else is doing it, I
All the
can't.
cool kids.
How do the other cohorts do it as well?
Yeah, so the Team Nebula, Greta is just the sort of athletic dwarf, just cannonballs off the side. Lorene seems to have known this was happening and is wearing a swimming costume. And she does a very graceful, like Olympic class dive off the side.
This fucking bitch.
Yeah, really.
Royce, who's the kind of like the non-gender conforming half-orc, seems to be wearing like a silk dressing gown, and kind of firstly takes it off and just hands it off to a graduate, and then kind of does a very dignified, just like a little leap, like a hop off the side. Ruben seems very annoyed about having to do it, and he just jumps off the side. Micken, who's the very nervous kind of wizard that you met, he looks fucking petrified. Like he's shaking, not just from the fact that it's pretty cold up here pre-dawn, 50 feet above the ocean. And Vina, the female elf who you met before, is not being particularly kind about it and is basically pushing him off. When he jumped, whereas like you heard the splash of others, you don't hear a splash when he goes over, and one of the graduate kind of goes, "Fucking coward." He clearly cast Featherfall on himself just before he hit the water.
Jesus.
And Cricklet and Fred have no problem. Also, Cricklet like jumps and does like a little flip off Fred into the water. Fred just kind of off, no problem. But yeah, for anyone that's doing jumps and stuff, feel free to roll me athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Roll it 50 feet into concrete.
Does the Fred kind of dilute a little?
It's kind of funny. He jumps, and it kind of just like the comedy thing where like his bottom half drops before his top half does.
Is it like one of those like stress balls when it hits cement, just like flattens out?
Oh my fucking god!
I am gonna be the last one off of the ship as I hesitate.
I'm old enough.
I'm going to assume that like the nights before, because you will have effectively been short resting during lunch, you will have used hit dice to be full.
Yeah, I did that.
You didn't use the
I used the wardrobe.
Mm. I didn't. I didn't want to wig.
I was so hoping you would do it. I was just imagining, like, is it the Radcliffe from Pocahontas, that kind of like level?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Because he has no neck, and neither
No.
do you. So it's just really like this awkward wood. Okay, so Hideg, you only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yay!
You smash into the
Oh my god.
ocean beneath.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I have to roll too? Because I'm just like doing like a pencil dive, just like feet first.
If you're not, if you just walking off the edge, you're not making any effort to do that. You're just basically you're failing the check by proxy because you've made no effort to like make yourself streamlined or.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
I'm
you're
doing
just
like a
walking
pencil
off the edge,
dive, just like feet first.
Okay, you can roll too.
Okay.
Whichever you prefer.
You have
Fuck, I suck at
resources.
both of these.
You have resources.
Yeah, sometimes resources don't help that much.
Sorry.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Well,
For the other three of you, you would all immediately take 9 points of damage. So imagine you all go unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
I'm alive.
Help.
I will go and swim over. And I'm assuming I can at least say I'm a good swimmer, even if my,
You're a
because
hippo.
But I'm a space hippo.
Hippos
so
actually can't swim.
they bounce.
They bounce.
We like. If you ever play the game Crackdown,
You get 5e, I'll get Kellen.
I like Hulk jump. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the senior grad who was kind of leading this is also down there who dived off, and he actually has a little bag of good berries and gives you one to give to your friends just to get you back.
Thank you.
But that's kind of your initiation into the cadets.
They tried to kill us.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe don't suck.
Is it hazing if you like do it yourself? Like if you just if you jump to your own death?
You also willingly were like, yeah, I'm gonna jump 50 feet into the
absolutely.
earth.
Yeah, it's called peer pressure.
Right. I mean, this is a ritual and, of the service, and who am I to go against tradition and orders? And they're superior to me, so. Also, I like the water.
You should start questioning people more above you.
What?
You said we're like 3 miles out, right?
Mhm.
I think I'm just gonna let myself sink and walk home.
Oh my god.
Okay. I think if you're gonna do that, the ship they're actually genuinely concerned with your safety. They like land on the water and basically just follow you home. So you get in fairly late that morning, as you're not flying back, you're sailing back or walking in your case.
I'm legitimately upset.
Oh.
Wait, why?
I
Going
was
unconscious?
Huh?
For what?
No, my character is legitimate.
Got it. I was like, what happened? Is this a new feeling for you?
Probably.
Got it.
No, it's not.
It's not.
When you get back, a probably slightly frustrated Tarto basically admonishes the graduates for continuing this stupid stunt, especially as you're all now effectively late back to classes as you start to walk on the ocean floor.
Yeah.
And you can see the rock and you get up to it and you can just the bottom level of the academy is kind of flowed out. There's an internal dock, so there's a cave entrance. You can just walk up to that. I imagine someone probably has to lower the ship's like cargo winch into the water to get you out because there's sheer walls on the inside. But they do so. So a very grumpy Tarso spends the rest of the day performing lessons. And things that you do learn, just roughly, things about how, because some of you are familiar with Spelljammer because you've read the books or whatever, but about how air envelopes work on ships. So every ship produces an air bubble. It will decrease over time. It can be fouled by other things, and also the idea of gravity planes. I'll share a handout just so you can have a good idea of generally how they work.
So the description of how air envelopes work is absolutely shit awful. So my best explanation is that the air envelope extends from every point of the ship a distance equal to the longest dimension of the ship. So in this case, the nautiloid is 180 feet long, so the air envelope is 180 feet away from any given point.
It's really dumb,
So
and I hate it, and might not be conforming to that all the time, but I don't know that it will ever become a thing, something to worry about too much.
They're fucking dope looking.
And the gravity planes are not always in the same points on ships, so some ships do have them to the middle of the ship, so the cargo bay is actually on the ceiling comparatively to when you're on the deck. It's a whole weird mess.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things you'll learn. You'll also get rundowns of ship types, so in the future if you ask about, do I recognize that kind of ship? Yes will be the answer almost all the time.
Okay.
Other things you learn, non-magical fire doesn't work in wild space outside of an air envelope.
But what about the phlogiston?
The
It
what?
doesn't exist anymore.
Thanks.
Don't worry about it.
The what?
Prior to 5th edition, the space between crystal spheres, which also don't exist anymore, was filled with phlogiston, a highly flammable gas.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't understand how a single spark didn't just light the entirety of the Astral Sea on fire.
Fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, basically.
Magic fire won't spread. So you can set something on fire, but it won't continue to grow. You're also given some of the basic rundowns on who the major players are in terms of spelljamming races, groups, and factions. So again, in the future, if anything comes up, like, do I know what that is? You'll have the opportunity to roll a history check or whatever to determine how well you listen to the class.
Dope.
Unfortunately, Realm Space Geography 101 is temporarily cancelled due to every single Realm Space map being stolen.
No one remembers anything?
No.
I mean, they can, but it's like they have nothing to, like, there's no diagrams and like things change. So like any navigational chart, it's not like it can give you something and give you homework. So we're like, please determine at this time of year where the gas giant, like, do you know what I mean? They can't, there's no way to teach you stuff. They can say, like, they can draw a map on the chalkboard, like, these are the planets, but there's no real way to kind of instruct you on the proper geography.
Do they not have anybody with keen mind? Jeez.
Why they not? But those are the kind of things that are going to cover in your first week. So you can complete a long rest, and feel free to level up your characters at this point.
Fuck yeah.
Level 2. Level 2.
Spells! I can cast spells now.
I can wild shape. I can turn into something that is less dense than water.
Like a fish.
I cannot turn into a fish because I can't turn into anything with a swim speed until level 4.
I get another spell. What spell do I want?
I'm gonna have to figure out my...
Please take your time.
Fighting style archery. Dope.
That is pretty fucking dope.
Now I can hit things.
Does that work with gun?
Like shit.
Is it just any ranged weapon?
Yeah.
Is it ranged weapon attacks?
Yep.
So, thrown weapon? Or attack with a ranged weapon?
Rolls you make with ranged weapons.
Okay. Oh, right, because the bullshit with heavy weapon master, sharpshooter.
What?
You can use rules as written, you can use a ranged weapon as in melee and use both sharpshooter and heavy weapon master as long as the weapon is heavy, like a longbow.
I mean,
somebody over the head with a heavy crossbow.
Is a musket heavy? Yeah. Like, I can...
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean...
I need to pick another spell, and it probably should be Goodberry. Oh god. Glass moonberries.
Crunch.
Moonberries? They're called moonberries now.
Just
Forbidden
moonberry.
snacks.
Are they little pieces of cheese?
I'm taking
Give us
Goodberry and I'm
marbles to suck
renaming
on.
it Glass Moonberry.
Wait, isn't there a survival tactic that's actually sucking on marbles?
I have no idea. I've never heard
Like
of
it's
that.
something about
Part of a balanced breakfast.
yeah.
The idea is to
Tell people
suck on a
eat glass.
stone to cause saliva to flow in the mouth.
Yeah.
But
That's what it is. That's what I'm
that just makes your mouth feel less dry
Yeah.
at the cost of more of your moisture.
Sure. But less miserable.
And I got reckless attack and danger sense.
That's big.
Yeah.
Is that advantage on initiative? No, advantage on
Advantage on
dex
dex
saves.
saves.
Dex,
Yeah,
yeah.
advantage on initiative is level 7.
On effects I can see. Yeah.
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 I
Alright.
want.
I have Glass Moonberry. I'm gonna rename Fairy Fire Moondust.
Yeah. Moondust.
Dissonant whispers, hideous laughter, or identify.
I don't know how to reflavor Healing Word.
Healing word.
What were the 3 choices again?
Dissonant whispers, hideous laughter, or identify.
Hideous
it.
laughter.
Yeah.
I like hideous laughter.
Just don't laugh like oh my god, what's your TFH?
Daddy B.
Raymond.
Daddy B. Just don't laugh like that.
Why not? Do you not like
I
Bryman
hate it
laughing?
every
The other
time.
dude is supposed to laugh.
It lives in my head and comes into my thoughts way more
Yeah.
frequently than I'm comfortable with.
Mhm.
Like, I say about once every 3 days I think about it.
My god.
Mine's not that frequent, but I do like occasionally just go, oh yeah, that's a thing that.
What's it? What's
Oh,
a
I'll get to do that.
What's a blanket term for wavelengths of light outside the visible spectrum? Like infrared and ultraviolet.
Non-visible light.
Fuck. That's not useful.
Hell, what to tell
I'm
you.
trying to reflavor
You
detect
want to send
magic.
rays of whatever
No, I can see.
radiation.
Yeah. I mean, that's electromagnetic radiation.
You have a larger. Wait, you can see?
I'm just reflavoring detect magic. I'm claiming that magic is just ultraviolet.
Yeah, just call it UV vision
Since
Yes,
we long
or
rest,
IR vision.
Yeah. I was hoping for a blanket term for both.
I think Tim made reflavoring spells cool when we started
I
playing
love
with him in
it.
Odyssey.
Yeah, I'd love
Yeah.
to. Why not?
I mean, I've now reflavored every spell except detect magic.
I started doing it with a witch character I had who was part,
Detect
I think, a necromancer wizard, part
sense
fiend
humans?
warlock, with the cleric ritual caster mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really fun. I didn't reflavor the names or anything, but I started adding in what I was actually saying for verbal and stuff. So she was
Mhm.
actually saying the spells to perform them. And then we did Odyssey. It was nice just taking that another step further.
Got it.
It seems like Critical Role have started doing it now, so why not?
I also changed my Astral Elf skill proficiency that I get. The long rest. Investigation from athletics. Because now I have Jack of all trades and my athletics isn't negative.
Mine is. Why did I dump strength? It's because I can turn into big, strong animals. That's why.
Now, yeah.
Now, yeah. Deinonychus has 15 strength. I'm set.
Cool beans.
How you doing, Moose?
I'm good. I'm feeling like I got some extra shots. I'm started to learn Smith's tools, so I started making my own bullet. Got some magic that I'm gonna reflavor as not magic.
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 And now I shoot slightly better, which is good because I roll like shit.
Isn't that true?
Yeah. Those athletics
You
rolls.
got some good shots off. It wasn't a Quelin Sacred Flame band.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't stooped to those levels.
That wasn't about me rolling poorly. That was just about you
Yeah.
rolling well. Stop it.
That's the best.
Sorry.
That's kind of why I like the save versus damage cantrips because it's out of my hands. It's whether or not I do damage.
I think that feels worse. I'd rather be in control of my own failure than have it be someone else's thing.
But if
I
my
would rather
choices
fail
were,
than have someone else succeed.
but with my choices being Sacred Flame or Vicious Mockery, Sacred Flame is the better choice.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's way more flavorful.
I hate save cantrips. Like, save for none cantrips. It just feels so bad.
They all are because they're cantrips.
Yeah.
Hold it. Yeah. Too good to pass.
Eldritch Blast so strong.
Yep.
Honestly, like I would rather fail than someone else roll.
Yeah, until you miss every Eldritch Blast, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah. I went with Assess Supralight.
Supra.
Yeah, Supra apparently means the same thing as super. It just sounds cooler.
Oh, Super Light's pretty dope.
Supralight.
Super light.
Did I?
Super hot.
Did I put the start time wrong for the Discord event?
Did you?
Is that why I was so confused?
Maybe.
Oh, might have.
Because I just got a notification saying the Discord event I think time zones happened. I think I selected EST for the start time. But we're in EDT until tomorrow.
That's why I keep looking and
I'm
going, why
sorry.
does it still say 3 for me?
I'm sorry.
Because I knew there was a week's difference, and normally it would be 3, but I knew just today it would not be.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oops. Well, maybe we'll get some more viewers from our Discord because the event just started.
I don't think events actually
I don't know that
do
they.
much.
So I basically just use them to remind me about the upcoming sessions because a lot
I
of
like them.
Yeah, a lot of our schedules get like
wonky
because of like, especially as we approach the holidays, like we're gonna have cancellations.
Yeah.
So anyway,
big goal to fly Tim out here so we can have an in-person Thanksgiving session.
and did you say we get a long rest too?
Yep, you can hit the long rest button.
Cool.
You get all of your hit die back.
Yep.
And all your regular long rest.
In the future, in order to get all of our hit dice back, we will have to hit long rest twice, because D&D Beyond gives you half your hit dice back, but that's a house rule.
Right.
Yeah.
But right now it doesn't matter because we only have one hit die.
Yeah.
Or
Well, you have 2 now.
2.
we'll have only been able to spend 1.
Yeah. Have you all made all your choices?
Yes.
Yes.
I just realized
Okay.
that one of my cantrips is shape water, and I did nothing about the dive. And just
What are you gonna do? Turn it ice?
no, I was gonna do the Aang thing.
break
You
the,
pull it up into like a smaller.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
if that
maybe you
works.
also maybe could have got back faster because you can push water 5 feet away from you, so you could have
Propel yourself.
Naruto run along the seabed.
It doesn't even have verbal components, so I can totally do it underwater.
Alrighty then. So that's kind of your first week
Dope.
of lessons. You've done your initiation.
Now, when you say
fulfilled.
week, is that how many?
Okay.
A 10-day. Okay.
Yeah, a 10-day. When I say a week, everything is going to be a 10-day.
Okay, because like Xanathar, a work week is 5 days. We have the natural language week is 7 days, and then
Not going to worry about it.
all right,
A
cool.
week is 10 days, and that's it.
That's why for every week we get 2 weeks of downtime training.
Dope.
It's more that like you'll have like a physical class each day, or like something that's to do with ships. You'll have probably training in the Spelljammer Nexus, learning how to. That's what I didn't cover. Was you will have at some point gone over the very basics of maneuvering a ship inside a wild space system. I think we covered it last time. So it's a very unusual sensation that your body essentially becomes a Spelljammer ship. So if you wanted to like move right, it's almost like lifting your right arm, and you can feel the ship begin to move that way. If you want to like look anywhere on the ship or outside of it, you can just do that like in your head. You could like peek inside a cabin without ever leaving the chair. You can see from the top of the crow's nest. Like you kind of just have total autonomy over the ship in terms of perception. And yeah, you've learned how to do that. The very basics of it anyway. But you've probably never like been sent off to fly. You know, it's all been simulations. It's all been very basic. Like you're in a Matrix room, just like going up, down, left, right, maybe rolling and learning how the gravity plane keeps you in place and things like that. Just the very basics of tutorials on spelljamming. But you wake one morning knowing that today is the first day that they are going to send you on a simulated mission. You are going to have to report to Cecil and Tarto in the simulations room to undergo that. All 3 groups of this cohort will be doing the job. You'll be assessed on basically how well you've learned over the last week to be able to progress into the simulated adventure. And all the cadets in your cohort are currently gathered in the dining hall that you have. Ordinarily, there's a balcony to this dining room. So it's kind of a very small dining room, maybe 30 by 30 with a breakfast counter at one end. Winston, the Giff who you met, the very cheerful, jovial, big belly, with a little tooth sticks up out of his lip. He is the head chef, so you see him most days working behind the counter. And as you ordinarily a door that leads out to an amazing balcony that kind of overlooks the western sea. So it's really nice in the evenings for the evening meal. The sun setting, it's pretty nice, except for this morning, fairly miserable weather. A spring storm kind of obviously moved in overnight, and it's just pissing it down with rain. So nobody's sitting out on the balcony today, and everyone's kind of squished into the dining hall. Team Nebula at one table. Royce, the half-orc, is regaling his teammates with grandiose, probably highly overinflated stories about his ancestors' shenanigans in the Unhuman War against the elves. Lorene and Greta are probably looking aptly at him, whereas Ruben is kind of just sitting kind of slightly off the side with his face just pressed in a book. At the other table, Vina is there with her feet up on the table, and she's doing the classic small whittling knife and an apple, peeling bits off, eating it, and she's like picking out some of the seeds and just like flicking them at people, just a bit of a pain in the ass.
Oh my god.
Cricklet and Fred are sitting at the same table, and Fred has his hand on the table, and Cricklet's trying to do the thing where you stab between the fingers. And Fred is just using his plasmoid ability to like move the middle of his fingers like out of the way. And like Cricklet is like hitting him, like stop cheating. And there's like keeps trying to like stab his fingers. Micken is sat at his own on the only other table that's left. It's probably the biggest table in the room though. And he's just kind of quietly reading a book to himself. His breakfast looks largely untouched in front of him. And the only other sort of major change to this room that you won't have seen before is there's now 2 posters in this room, one behind the counter and one by the door, that say reward. If you want to go and look at them, you can, but just at a glance, there are 2 reward posters on the wall. Winston greets you less jovially than usual. He seems a little withdrawn. But he serves you up bowls of food, including something he calls black powder chowder. Not entirely sure what it is. Clearly, it's like a savory rice dish. If I was to hazard a guess, probably like vegetable stock, rice, and cream with a metric ton of black pepper in it. And it's like and often he puts like bacon lardons on top of it. It's kind of his speciality. Yeah.
Can't eat this.
Oh.
Can't eat this.
Well, the bacon lardons are separate, so you can
Okay,
put those
thank
on
you.
yourself. You can put those on yourself.
You can't have bacon. Not since the incident.
Is it trafe?
Yeah.
The food. Yeah.
I also can't eat it.
You just can't eat.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's upset about that.
It's
Thank you.
Hang on.
I'm eating for two, you know. I just tap the egg.
I'd probably just take a small bowl of the chowder and then just like pile the bacon on top of it.
Do you want my bacon? You can have my bacon.
Because the chowder probably has way too much pepper in it for me, and it's like tastes of black pepper. You know, I'll just eat the bacon and push the chowder around a little bit.
There are other things here. There are like rolls and fruit and stuff as well. It's just like the thing that Winston is most proud of. And
You gotta make Winston feel good. You gotta do what you gotta do for your bud.
Especially on a cold, spring morning like this, where it's sitting down with rain. Black powder chowder is the best thing for you.
And you said the balcony faces to the west.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You can't just go stand out there and stare at the sun.
Well, stare at
Not
the
yet.
sun.
Go to our room then.
I don't even think there is a balcony that. Oh, there is a balcony that faces east. It's off the gym. There is a balcony that faces off. It's got a ballista shooting range on it. So you probably will have visited at some point.
Dope.
And it has a mangonel, a ballista, and like a harpoon. And then there are cranes overhead with targets that kind of move up and down. You can like shoot them out, and if you miss, they just go up into the sea. There is a shooting range balcony that faces the east. But on a day like this, the door is probably like closed when it's normally always open, just because of how damp it is.
I had to look up what a mangonel was.
Same. It's like a baby catapult.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating as a DM to like look at like these amazing Spelljammer ships. How cool are these? Oh, they're all just piles of hit points with the same two weapons on board.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they're all mangonels
And ballista.
ballista, and that's it. And it's just like cool, great. I changed that a bit. I added special abilities to each ship and stuff, but it's really frustrating to come to a product thinking you're gonna get these amazing cool stuff. And it's like,
Hi, Chowder.
This book sucks plus.
This book sucks plus. So while everyone else is getting food, I would not do that. Like, I don't need to do that. So I'll just accidentally, intimidatingly stand near Micken and just ask. I don't feel like picking out the words, so I'll just ask him why he's not sitting with his squad.
and it kind of takes him a moment to just come out of the book that he's reading. It's clear like his spell book for the day he's preparing what he'll need. He kind of just looks up at you, and then he his eyes kind of move sadly over to Vina, and he just kind of rolls his eyes at you. Have you seen her? Like, she's the most antagonistic person I think I've ever met, and it's not been fun being part of her team. And she just makes me feel like shit every day. So I'd rather just not deal with her today. Especially since we have, our first, mission. Yeah. And you see he's really, down about it.
I'm trying to decide how confident my character is about being above the rules. Yeah, I think I can speak for everyone here when I say that you can join our team.
Can we do that?
He looks like he can give you a very a sad smile. He's like, that's very kind of you. I just don't think it works like that. I guess they want us to see how we behave in teams and how we respond to that, and if it's, we're not supposed to take the easy way. It's just hard, you know. We're so far away from our families and our friends, and have to come here and deal with people.
All of my friends are here.
Oh, well, that's nice. You don't.
I've never had a friend before.
Oh. Well, you can consider me a friend. And he kind of like, even though you've met, he kind of like offers his hand, even though you've like met probably multiple times.
Yeah.
He kind of offers his hand.
I'm imagining that like my exposed obsidian palm like softens for a handshake, but like I can't do anything about the chitin fingers.
That's gotta feel really weird. Ugh, that's uncomfortable.
Well, where were you before here? Like, if you...
The moon.
Like, the moon?
Salune, yes.
Huh. And you were just on your own?
Yes.
Wow.
I stared up at the lights for 1,300 years wondering what they were. Now I know.
Just like the comprehending this boy's mind is just slightly blown. How are you still sane?
I do not know what that means. I understand the definition of the word. I accidentally invented common, but...
Well, I mean, I remember one time that, you know, there was an illness that was going through our community, and I was stuck inside for like 6 weeks, and I was clawing at the walls by the time that came to an end. And you were just
Perhaps it was because there were walls. I had none. This is an interesting theorem. I will have to look into this.
So you didn't like have a house or anything?
No. I crafted outlines and diagrams with stones.
How did you get that?
I do not know.
Okay. Okay.
I can see that I have deeply unsettled you, and for that I am sorry.
So I just come up behind 5e, and with 0 tact, I sit down and I go, do you want to know why I can't have bacon?
God.
Just like looking for the diversion. Like, yeah, sure.
And I'll just move over to the other side of him and sit down. Finally.
And I describe this epic battle with a murder comet frying my death-squealing pig.
Why are you traumatizing this poor boy?
Because I have low charisma for one. Number 2, if he finds out how fucking weird we are, maybe he'll feel better about himself.
You just see he has his book in his lap, but his hands are on either side of it, and just as you're talking, you just see his knuckles getting whiter and whiter as he's gripping his book.
I'll walk up with my bowl of bacon. Yeah, talking to them can be pretty unsettling sometimes.
What's a murder comet? That sounds terrifying.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers
How
to.
much do I actually know about what... I know a fair amount, right? If I knew to go after them for a thing?
Yeah, I think we probably went into it more as player DM than you as a character would perhaps know.
Got it.
You know that they are an elemental phenomenon that exists, and people will often try and hunt them down for spell component reasons. They nearly always have faces on them, but nobody really probably knows why.
I gotta take 20 from that one guy. Cheer for everyone. Don't want to hit cheer. That's understandable.
That's understandable. Thank you, honey.
Oh, for
Thanks.
me too, I get one.
Yeah, there's only 5 people here.
Murder comets have faces on them.
I tried to
terrifying.
warn you. You didn't listen.
I mean, it's kind of helping with my anxiety for the rest of the day, but I'm kind of worried about when the day ends and I have to sleep tonight. I'm gonna have nightmares about being trapped alone for 1,300 years and then scary rocks with faces trying to kill me.
Those only last a couple days.
Okay. Anyone else want to just pile on anything else?
Does someone have a nice story? I don't have any of those.
What about the egg? Like that might be an interesting story. I mean, an egg's nice, right?
Oh,
Babies.
Well,
things.
yes, this egg is the reason that I lost everyone I I fought with
And Tim knew that
and was stranded on this planet. And my only company in the wilderness while I tried to survive was this egg. Everyone I knew died. And I have a blind, unreasoning hatred for Xeraxians now.
What are those?
But I'm very fond of the egg. Elves.
Okay.
A particular elf.
I'm trying to like crystallize my voice because this line is one word. Worth?
No, I wouldn't put life above death. Yes, they're not the happiest of stories. But I'm very fond of the egg, and that's good. I think. Still waiting for the egg to.
Do you know when it will?
No.
Can I ask what it is?
It's a
What's
I'm sorry, you'll have to speak up. I did not catch that.
No, it's a. It might be a dragon.
I think at this point, he just kind of stands up and kind of just like slightly stumbles towards the like door, has to like put his hand against the wall, to take a couple of deep breaths through. He's like,
Great talking to you. Bye.
I think I'll see you guys later.
You asked.
Just very pale facedly leaves. And like Mikan has like fairly olive skin. He looks ashen by the time. Well, the time what a bunch of stone cold weirdos.
And Kellen's trying to cheer him up with his black, glowing eyes.
Oh my god. We're awful.
Are those weird?
I
is
didn't-
that? I don't.
I didn't volunteer.
Yeah, no,
I
you
don't
asked,
have
yeah.
eyes.
I didn't mean to.
Fair.
am
I think we
fond
did
of-
fine.
I'm fond of the
Like,
egg.
we made a friend,
You
right?
would understand.
I believe Mikan is joining our team now.
I don't think that's how that works.
Orders. There's a hierarchy. We have to.
We appear to be
Shutting it up.
even with Mikan in the hierarchy.
Yes, but we can't make that decision. Other people command us. You know. So,
But different people could command us.
right. So no offense, Quelin, by the way.
Oh yeah, no.
I assumed you're not, one of them.
We didn't really talk much about that when I was growing up. It was just kind of me and my folks.
That's good. It's better that way. They're not nice people.
That seems very.
Very violent.
About whom are we speaking?
Xeraxians.
I do not know what those are.
Elves. A particular
But not-
nation.
Not me elves, like
Other-
specific
Other
elves.
space elves. Thayans.
I do not.
All right. It's a particular group. They're a very nasty group.
What do I know about Xeraxians, if anything?
You would know absolutely nothing.
Okay, cool. I know that there are different groups of elves but that's about all I know. I don't know anything
You would-
specifically about
there
it.
is Yeah, you would know nothing. There's no knowledge you would have of.
Just as far as I'm aware, I'm not one of them.
Hideg could probably roll history just to see if you know.
Sure.
My chair broke.
What?
My chair broke.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fixed.
Oh.
Oh, that would be
Womp.
nada. An else.
Would you
So the
rather-
Mercane.
Fixed it.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure we won't run into them again. We sure showed them off. Mostly.
I have more in common with you now.
It's kind of a Pyrrhic victory, frankly. I miss my friends.
I do too.
A hug?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can you like pick me up a little bit though, so I'm just not like at your stomach?
That's not gonna make you feel
No.
like a meal.
It only took a week to go from "I don't trust you enough for your opinion" to mean anything to me to "Can I have a hug?"
Wait, are we roommates too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want me to
But like
kneel?
battle stories.
Yeah, no, certainly.
This is how I
Respect.
communicate. Right.
I think I like having friends.
That's
I'm
good.
gonna do that weird,
I'm just
awkward,
like staring.
third person joins a hug thing.
You're like there.
I'll do the awkward staring at three people having an awkward hug.
Do you want to try?
I believe that I would injure you.
No, we'll practice.
Very well. And then just immediately shoulder spikes, just stabbing someone. Probably Hideg in the
Yeah.
face.
Wait, do they retract or are they just always out?
They're just there.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool if they retracted.
God damn it, shadows.
And they were roommates.
And they were
I think-
roommates.
I think my integrated protection is like over a short rest. Oh, it takes an hour to. So yeah, over an hour I can like change my armor, but I can't just like.
I mean, shapeshifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't shapeshift into
turn
me
into
without
a-
spikes.
You can turn into a gorilla eventually.
I can turn into an octopus and hug everyone.
We had a cute moment. I'm proud of us.
So,
Yes.
as you're having your cute moment, Dina kind of saunters over, like still like tearing away at his apple and goes, "Please tell me, you idiots!" And hugging, really?
Yes, I
What you
understand
do
maybe
for-
maybe a foreign concept to you. You know, affection.
I have learned to understand that you are what is called a misanthrope.
No, she's a bitch.
Bitch.
It's a-
She
I
actually,
was
like,
I was under the
laughs.
impression that that is the word for a female
Oh
breeding
my
age dog.
God.
It's a synonym for misanthrope in this instance.
Understood.
Can we help you?
Hey, well, I was wondering, what the hell did you guys do to Micken? Because I think you could give me lessons.
Fuck off!
Jeez, okay.
Is that what we did to Micken?
No,
Understood.
We were kind to him.
I tried to be kind. Be nicer to Micken.
Our kindness looks like unkindness. It is what it is.
We hugged. we chit chatted. We swapped stories. That's a kindness. We broke bread. Well, we broke rice.
Broke bacon.
We broke bacon. Well, some of us.
This isn't upsetting to you, is it? Hideg? Me eating the bacon in front of
No,
Hideg.
as long as I'm not the one that's eating it, it's fine.
Okay, just trying
I
to
just
be...
need a little degree of separation. You know, not like all the way. I accept that pigs still exist. Like, that would be unreasonable. And people eat pigs. Like, it's also unreasonable to think people would just stop eating pigs from it. It's
Pigs
fine.
exist?
We could not eat pigs in front.
No,
of you.
that's fine.
Pigs
I'm
are
good.
made of bacon.
Yes, 5e. Yes.
Partially, yeah. I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
Wouldn't bacon be made of pigs?
We can stop talking about bacon
I will
anytime
research
now.
the philosophical implications of this.
No, that. Fuck.
We just stalk off into the rain.
Shit.
Just like ignoring Vina at this point. She's like, well, whatever. Hope to see you losers fail today. And she kind of slams what's left of the apple down on the table, and you can see she's very crudely like scarred away like a middle finger into the side of the apple that's left, and just leaves it on the table and saunters off.
Oh my god.
I suspect she shall have a change of heart at some point.
Some people just stay bitches their whole life, you know?
Well, fuck her then.
Her apple tomorrow is going to taste way different.
Oh.
Oh, make it taste like bacon. Maybe she'll cry.
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. That's kind of good.
It would make me cry.
Ground bacon.
You've had
Round.
apple smoked bacon, but have you had bacon smoked apple?
Oh god.
Still sounds good.
Still sounds good, yeah.
As you guys are kind of wrapping up breakfast, you do hear kind of from the swinging kitchen door, Winston comes in and out and cleaning things, just a loud crash, like someone just dropped a bunch of like plates or like metal pans, and a bunch of like muttering coming from the door. Do anything about that? Is up to you.
Can I look at the posters? You said there was like.
Oh
Sure.
fuck! I
Reward.
forgot about those. Yeah.
It says reward, and then there is a fairly crudely drawn, but as best as obviously someone can have from memory, picture of what seems to be a pistol, with an interesting center part to it. You guys have seen pistols; they're like revolvers aren't a thing, but to our eyes, as players, it's probably the closest thing to a revolver you can think of within the setting. And it says missing Petty Officer Winston Ryback's personal firearm, 100 gold for return or information leading to the return of. And you would know from the previous week that given the theft of the star chart, that security has very much been like beefed up around the academy, as much as before, like where you couldn't go into places where you don't have the security level for it. Now the guards actively stop you at every single door, whereas before they were like they glance at you and just see if you have the right pips and go. Now it's like every main stairwell there are guards and they physically stop you and check your pips. So the stuff is definitely heightening, and it seems that this pistol has also gone.
Interesting. I will take note that his pistol is missing.
Do you think that's why he's upset?
I would be. It's kind of a strange design. Seems a little impractical. You get dirty.
I don't know. You have to use things to prop up your gun sometimes, you know.
You're a good friend. I mentioned a very good, useful, hearty fellow.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
No, you're a wonderful bipod.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
At that point, you probably hear over the speaker system, you see Team Nova, please report to Skydock. Team Nova, please report to Skydock.
Well,
Not expected for the first mission.
Well, I guess now we'll see if Bicken's going to join us.
We're convinced this is gonna happen, and it's not gonna happen.
I almost gave him my pin. I was like, no, that's probably a bad idea.
It's probably a bad idea, yeah.
You'll be disintegrated on sight.
yeah.
No, not my pip. The Nova
Oh.
pin.
Alright, we report to...
Yes.
So
Yeah.
make your way up to the top floor. Not the top floor, it's not Skydock, you go to the simulations area, sorry, it's the simulations nexus. There, Sirth and Tato are waiting for you. The other teams are there, so there are 3 of these identical chambers on the same floor. You have the 4 chairs, then the raised dice in the middle, and you will know from when you were in the. I don't think I described it because I was so overwhelmed getting stuff done, but you know that you've probably been in the preceding week as well. Once you're in these chairs, basically hexagonal runes, like arcane runes, encompass the entire dome above you, light up and create an illusion that puts you inside these simulations. And yeah, Tartar and Seth are waiting there for you. Seth looks excited, like kind of like excitedly bobbing around, whereas Tartar's just leaning against the wall, chain smoking another cigar. And Seth explains that today you're going on your first simulated mission. And I apologize for the people that are playing in TFH, because your assignment today is to go and collect the logbook of the captain on a shipwreck.
Cute.
Sorry.
Do you ever feel that you're just sort of a hamster on a wheel,
Doing the
Searching.
same
I feel
things.
like a plastic bag.
floating in the wind?
That's especially funny in that fucking voice, Jesus.
Don't make fun of Tim's voice.
So each crew will be given a hammer ship spelljammer. You probably have like seen diagrams of these, but may not have actually seen one around the academy. Hammer ship are very much look like hammerhead sharks, really large, and they have this huge metal, essentially like a ram with fins that come off to the side of the front. So they kind of look like the front of a hammerhead shark. They're largely used as longer range, like cargo ships, but because they have good defensive and offensive capabilities in terms of the ram, they're kind of used as beefier security as well. So they're kind of one step above a galleon, which you have previously experienced, and you probably also, there was a Shrike, you have also done some testing, I suppose, which is even smaller ship than a galleon. Yeah, you are to board the hammer ship. You will need to navigate to the gas giant Colliar, which is one of the 5 like big planets in realm space. Search for the wreckage of the ship, whose name I forgot, but I will remember. I'll find it in a minute. But anyway, you need to go and find the wreckage of the ship. I think it's just called the Flying Fish, is the type of ship it is. I don't know the name for it right now. I'll think of one up. Find the logbook of the captain and return it. Tarto kind of pipes up at this point. I need to How was the accent? What was the accent again? It started as New York and then it became Cockney.
Yeah.
Just annoyed police chief is generally the...
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a different colored cigar today.
The idea of the mission is to finish it well, not fast. The first one back gets no bonus points. You gotta do it well. Okay? Yeah. So she kind of pipes up and Sears kind of nods in agreement, and tells you to go to your chairs. And yeah, you can get in the chairs and the simulation will begin to... If you have questions, you can ask questions, but they're kind of, at this point, waiting for you to prepare to get into the simulation.
Okay.
Good to go.
Yeah.
No questions.
It's just the 4 of us.
Slightly adjust my egg.
So there are 3 chambers. In each chamber, there are 4 chairs. So the 3 teams of 4 are in their separate rooms. So Mikan is not with you.
Damn it.
In your room.
That traitor.
Because it's almost like the whole thing is built for teams of 4.
I'm just going to, like, before I sit down on the chair, I'm going to assess it and just, like, shake it and see if it's, like, bolted to the floor.
These ones, yes, do appear to be bolted to the floor.
Okay. So I can't drag a 5th chair in here.
Why are we determined?
Not with that
to get this?
attitude.
They're better choices. We can get, like, the female dwarf in here or something, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
Like, Mikan, though.
Mikan's nice and
Mikan's
all,
a
but,
sad
like, is he
sack.
gonna help us win things? No!
Mikan doesn't know
He is
to
a
ask
wizard.
the right questions.
I get it. I'm too much muscle for this team already.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to do that, but, like, my arms weren't on screen anyway, so it's fine. Because they're too big, you know?
Uh-huh.
I mean, Hideg does have very large arms.
Tiny lower body.
I would say as you're like that's happening, you can see like Micken is basically just hyperventilating, like in the corner, just like oh god. Everyone else looks pretty excited to like get going.
Thank you.
Also, I love how our initials are 5, Q, and 2 H's. Like I usually have, not a rule, but like a soft suggestion, don't have any 2 characters with the same first letter. And we have a 5 and a Q.
You could call me Hyram instead.
That doesn't
Alright.
help.
Cecil?
Yes. Only my mother calls me Cecil. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can hop in the simulation if you have no further questions. I'm leaving it open. I'm not rushing you along, but if you don't have anything, we can move on. But if you want to ask things,
We're good?
Mm-hmm.
We're
we've probably
good.
shown a very crudely drawn map of realm space on a blackboard people can best remember. So there's kind of just like blue chalk where the gas giant is, the ring of asteroids, and that's kind of it. Like there's just not a lot to it. Like yeah, you just have to get out there and get to the gas giant. As you sit in the chairs, you go through that kind of the blackness, and then the simulation begins, and you each find yourself standing on the deck of the Hammerhead ship, or the Hammer ship. It should be Hammerhead ship, right?
It should be. Yeah.
Hammerhead ship. Illustrious is the name of your vessel. There seem to be kind of moving about ghostly apparitions of crew members, like the suggested like glowing outlines of people helping, like doing the very basics of wrapping up rope and pulling a non-existent anchor up. So it's kind of like a ghostly crew just to kind of like do the everyday running of the ship, but otherwise it's up to you to manage it.
Got it.
And you find yourself already in wild space, so there's already the swirling purple and orange around you, stars twinkling in the distance, and as you look around, you probably can't even see Toril. You are somewhere deep in the system, and you can probably just about make out a tiny blue dot in the distance where Collier is, the gas giant you need to head to. And I think that's kind of all I have for you right now. That's moving into doing a full mission. So I think we can kind of call the session there.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you guys do what you need to because we've got to do the competition.
You mean the giveaway?
Giveaway? That's
Yeah,
something.
I was like, what the
Giveaway?
fuck? Who are we fighting?
Giveaway.
Competition.
Who are we fighting?
And yeah, so in terms of content for me, I'm done, but I know you guys do some housekeeping, so.
Yeah.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. I gotta pull up the list of entrants.
This month's giveaway is a mini painted by me. It's a
This
demon.
month's giveaway is Spelljammer Adventures in Space.
No.
Fuck.
That's what the.
That's what the giveaway
Oh, we
command
never
says.
updated
It'll
it.
be announced on the first stream of October.
I know I changed that too. Fuck you, Streamlabs.
Whips.
It's fine.
It's not that. It's what
Well-
Steph said.
I would change it now if it was
If it was
if I
meaningful.
wasn't yeah.
Yeah. Well, change it now, but for next month.
Right. What's next month's giveaway?
let
Next
me-
month.
Wait, we'll announce that after we give this away.
Yeah.
Get your
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
entries in now.
That's
I
fair.
just locked it.
Never mind. Don't
'Cause
do
I'm
that.
Picking a winner.
November is literally question mark, question mark, question
Oh
mark.
yeah, we haven't figured that out yet. If you have suggestions,
You're
drop
the
them in our
I
Discord.
mean, Dragonlance is out in the first week of December.
We can do that.
We could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Dargan.
Dargan!
And pick a winner.
You
We
gonna pick a
have we
winner?
have over 100 entries.
Holy. Yeah, but how many of them are?
I don't know, but now I have to count to 83.
I think almost all of them are
Actually, I have to count to 83
Nathan
from 50.
and
Aaron?
Ginger? Someone from the TFH session. It was Nathan and someone else kept spamming giveaway.
Doggone Lance.
Dargan Lance.
Dargans!
Dargan Lawrence.
Durgans and Durgans.
Dragon Lance.
Ian's still counting. Please hold.
Math is happening.
It's no rush.
Resist the urge to say random numbers.
It's Luke.
Oh god, I gotta
Oh.
mail
Luke
him a
put
fucking
in like
mini.
40 fucking entries.
Oh my god!
Like I'm just scrolling through and it's like, blue is Luke.
When did he do that?
Probably the
Last
last
week.
Call of
Weeks ago.
Cthulhu
Yeah.
games, yeah.
Fall of Kings. God damn it, Luke. I hope he doesn't win.
God.
I'm gonna send it to you broken just because.
If it's going to Luke, there's no...
90% of the entries are Luke, Aaron, and Jesse.
Congrats, Luke.
We
Congrats.
really need to ban players. from
Yeah.
No.
God.
You at least can't enter while you're playing.
Well, the other thing is, like, I buy all the books, so I have actual knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm rarely going to enter the competition for the books anyway.
Right.
So I don't usually do it for the minis or whatever alternatives. So.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit complete all. Alright, those are all completed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I can unpause it. So you can now get entries in for next month's giveaway, which is gonna be Dragonlance. Is it Dragonlance Subtitle Adventures in Kryn?
Yeah, what's the full name of it?
No, it's Shadow of the Dragon Queen.
No, like,
Yeah.
Oh.
not to be confused with the Horde.
Not to be confused with Horde of the Dragon Queen, which is very different.
And I'm going to assume the regular edition or the deluxe edition.
Regular. We don't really do deluxe editions.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
Still not sure what they're doing with that. They're basically adding a board game to.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
the
There's a
deluxe
mass
edition.
combat board game
Yeah.
that's added onto it that will allow you to essentially run
Yup.
combat like a board game.
Also, if you buy the deluxe edition, you get access to the book on D&D Beyond like 2 weeks early or some shit. Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, weird. And people are already entering the giveaway.
Yeah.
Moses, you
What?
you
I want to have to buy the book.
Okay.
Did that work? I think I spelled everything right.
Okay.
That's so cool.
I mean, you didn't put Dragonlance. Like the word Dragonlance?
Well, fuck me running. Is
Dragonlance,
it Dragonlance
colon,
colon?
Shadow of the
Alright.
Dragon.
Colon.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Thanks
Spans.
for putting up with us.
Hi, John 706. That's confusing.
706.
706.
Okay.
Iceman.
I'm gonna take 20 back. LOL, JK.
No.
No.
It'll be used next time or the time
It will
after that.
be.
Might get used.
Plugs.
Plugs. Thanks for watching us. If you're watching us on Twitch, check us out on YouTube. We got the whole Spelljammer playlist on YouTube. All two episodes thus far. I mean, this will be the third.
Right.
It'll go up on YouTube in 24 hours. Maybe if
It's not there yet.
we're doing some traveling, so
Cool your jets, bro.
I'll try. And then if you're watching on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We're live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I've been told not to say Eastern Standard Time because apparently it's Eastern Daylight Time right now, but tomorrow it'll be Eastern Standard Time. Daylight Savings Time can suck a duck.
With consent.
I'm gonna say the duck needs to consent.
Yeah.
We no longer have a Twitter. We deactivated it because
Due to recent events.
Yeah. Well, number one, I'd never fucking use it, but also
Yeah.
number two, due to recent events.
Yeah.
So there's no more Twitter.
I have an
We
Instagram
do
still.
have an Instagram
Yeah.
and a Discord.
Yeah.
And the Discord is way more active of the two. Like we got like 300 people on there or some shit. Probably like
I don't think it's quite
50
that many.
actives.
Yeah.
That's plugged.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we also our schedule's a little wonky for the next few weeks. So there won't be any games in the next 7 days.
7 days.
But 8 days from now, on the 13th, we're going to be playing Trolls for Hire. Moritz is taking over as DM again. I DM'd half a session, and then Steph DM'd a session, and now Moritz is DMing again. And then he'll probably DM for like 3
West Marches.
sessions.
This is how it
and
works.
I'll DM for the rest of the art. Yeah, it's weird. Plug Bay, good call. All of our art over here is done by the glorious Mr. Bayless, who has commissions open at this moment. Also, all of this art back here is done by Mr. Bayless, who has commissions open currently.
He streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8-ish Eastern time.
Sometimes he takes a poo and it lasts a little while, and then he starts a little late.
Yep.
Sometimes he doesn't remember to plug himself in the Discord.
So if you want to actually see his process, you can watch his
Yep.
Twitch.
Not the poo.
The drawing process.
The art. Yeah.
That's a different channel.
Well, yeah, no, I just want to... That's only base.
Dangerously Dicey's on.
.co.uk.
Dude.
Onlybays.co.uk.
Dangerously dicey.
Could be.
Also known as Aram Kame on our Discord.
Yeah, he's on our Discord a lot, so we're gonna go raid him. He doing Strixhaven.
Oh,
Storks.
another magical school.
Yeah. Next class is now in session.
Our school's way
Some of the
cooler because ours
NPCs may
has
look familiar.
space.
Oh,
Did
really?
you really steal people from Strixhaven?
None of us have played it, so we don't know.
Smart.
I've changed so the artwork for Greta, Loreen, Ruben, they're all artwork portraits from Strixhaven, and I've either kept the names or changed the names and then just added who I think they are. But the artwork
Dope.
is from Strixhaven.
Nice.
Dope.
Well, you decide who.
I
which
was
character
wondering
fits you
how it was you managed to get them to have matching uniforms, because I know you're using AI generation for a bunch of the art.
No.
Didn't do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although Pick and Kip, the gnomish ones, they have matching red.
Got it.
Uniforms in their artwork.
We're gonna go raid, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Next Sunday for TFH, and then the following Wednesday for Fall of Kings, and then the following Saturday for Spelljammer.
Right.
Yeah. We're
So
going with space.
yeah.
Splash.
Thanks for being here, and we'll
Thanks.
see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.